Welcome to the Grow Family Network. Today what we're doing is I'm getting all of these. These have been in the house for a good while now. I'm gonna say about 2 months. And you can tell they're starting to, there's still a lot of water content inside of them, but it's getting closer to spring. So I'm thinking, why not I take these and I pot them up. Last year I used a few. If they're real small, you can go ahead and pot them as soon as you dig them out the ground before your first freeze. I just put them up in some little bags, grocery bags. But today what we're gonna do is we're gonna pot these up. I got 3 of them. I've done 1 already. I got 2 more left. And I'm just gonna pot them up and show you how these things are real resilient. And we're just gonna try to get them a little head start. So I'm gonna pot them. Hopefully we get them to growing a little bit. And then after that, when spring really hits and the frost has, our last frost has passed, we'll go ahead on and put them in the ground out of the pot. But they should get a little jump start. So it's kind of like doing transplants. This one's gonna do good. I'm not worried about if it's not gonna make it or not. I think this one's gonna do good. So let's start potting this thing. The same pot I kept it in all winter long. And all I'm gonna do is gonna just tear this off. I'm sure I got roots and everything growing. You can see the roots growing out of the bag. Look at that. So just being a little careful. Look like I've already broken one. Oh, I thought I was in the shot. But here's the bag. All right, so broken one, but the rest of these roots are looking pretty good. So just tear and rip through the bag. See where those are coming through the bag so we don't mess those up. And basically this is how we stored it all winter long. And it's actually still got a good root system. You can see that. This is where we cut it off at this winter when we dug it up. So you can see that's healed over. No problems from that side. And all of this is just roots on the back side. So we're gonna go ahead on and pot it. Dump that soil in that's left. And all it was last year, if you remember, it was a lot of chicken manure, which I got them right here all around me. Y'all just don't see them. Fill up the pot with some soil that we made. We just used like the bulk soil that costs $40 a yard. And we got us some perlite and vermiculite and kind of mix that all together. All right, so it doesn't have to be like we're really potting it. Just enough for us to be able to get that mass in there, get all that mass in there, get it down, start it, and fill it up. Like I say, this is not where this plant is gonna actually be. We're just basically getting it started. If you followed us last year, you saw that we actually got us a rack. So what we did was, all the pups off of that banana plant, that's the one we kept. The one that didn't really give us anything but just leaves, we're gonna try to phase that one out probably. I did keep that huge stalk off of it, so I'm gonna try to plant it out again to see if it's gonna make it. But this one for sure, we like the fact that it actually fruited at a smaller height than the huge one. So I'm gonna take that. I should have got it a little bit more centered. but I'm still gonna keep them inside. It hasn't been that cold. We haven't been dipping down into the 20s and 30s anymore so far. So I figured this was a good time to come out and try to upplant these. So one thing that I do like that I'm seeing as I take off that first layer is that the roots did continue to grow during the winter time. You can see that. So I do like that. Even though the tops weren't growing, the roots did continue to grow. So now I just gotta figure out a way to get this plastic broken off from around it, which is fairly easy. I'm gonna let you see that. So this is how she looks. You can see once again, I'm losing soil. You can see once again where we actually dislocated it from the mother plant. But all of that root mass is still there. So we're gonna go ahead on and start potting this one. We're just gonna take it, make sure we get all those roots inside, right back where you were. And we're gonna fill you with some soil. The root mass of this one was way bigger than the last one. Looked like when we took it up, we got a good chunk of roots with it. So I'm happy about that. And as you can see, I did put the zip ties on this one when I took it out, just to try to identify that this was one of the pups off of that fruit and banana that we had last year. All right, so we can kind of take that down. Try to water that in a little bit later. Trusty cup. Now I'm gonna come back and show you exactly how it looks. So here's what we have. We just basically just potted it. Now what I'm gonna wanna do, one second, what I'm gonna wanna do is I'm gonna take off all of this dead stuff that I can get, and that way try to just encourage you from holding on to the dead stuff and hopefully start throwing out some new leaves. So one second, I'm gonna get some cutters. All right, so we're back. So with this one, it kind of looks like this. No problem. It's not gonna hurt the plant. Compost that. And all I'm doing is just cutting off some of this dead stuff. That means less bugs, less everything. This one here, I'm gonna cut that because it actually fell and broke while it was inside. Some of these off the top, same thing. They're not alive or anything, so a lot of bugs down up in this stuff. So it's kind of like opening it up, letting the top dry a little bit. Basically, this is kind of how I've been doing it. You just take it after you get that one, Put it off to the side. Gotta see which way it wants to lean. And these are old recycled pots, so it's not like a fresh pot or a thick pot. Same thing. We're just cleaning it up. And I'll leave this on the top. Let's see, one more. All right. Now I'm gonna bring you in to this one. This was the first one I actually did. And you can see actually broke over, but already right here, we actually got new growth coming out, which is cool. So I'm gonna go ahead on and sitting on this container platform. Makes work so much easier. Before you saw me bending over, let me back it up so I can show you. Before you saw me bending over doing this kind of work, if you had a platform like this, you can actually sit down and actually now you're doing the same work out here, but it's so much more enjoyable as opposed to bending over, you know? Same work. All right, so let me bring you back in to look at it. All right, so if you can see, now our sun is coming out. It's already getting ready to throw off pups. So each and every one of these, as you grow these bananas, it does take a little work. I think that if I get each one of these to produce this year, that I'll probably somewhere stop it around maybe doing like 5 of these a year, because I can't keep up with doing each and every one of these like 10-20 bananas and getting them the fruit, and it gets a little too cold taking them in and outside, trying to let them get some sun, especially on a real cold winter. You wouldn't be able to, or a prolonged winter, you wouldn't be able to keep up. But I think if I keep it at 5, and then what I'll do is the rest of the pups, as I get them, we'll just pot them and probably sell them. But we'll have video evidence, and we'll have, you know, pictures and things to try to help people along with growing these. I don't even know what variety it is, so I wouldn't be able to put a variety on it. Somebody may know, but with bananas, it's so many. I mean, it's hundreds and hundreds of varieties. One can look like the other one, but not really be that variety. So, but this is what we're doing so far. The chickens are out, and the dogs are chasing them, and Beverly's chasing them. So I'm gonna stop this video right here. I want to say thank you for watching the Grow Family Network, and of course, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your sponsorships. Everything that you all do for us helps us tremendously. So I would be remiss not to at least say thank you. And as always, grow, grow, grow. Peace.